With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Dances by him. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
22-yard line.
11. All right.
Stroud off the play fake. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
More yards.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again is Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Swap. Another swap. 19 Texas. Hey, south. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions,
What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He's got Smith here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help him on their drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Stroud out of the gun here. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
They'll run it again with Barkley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now in the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, Eric.
Here's Stroud. Down to the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Look the hot, look the hot. Here we go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
Oh, 19 taxi. 18. Hey, uno.
Stroud looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At 18.
Play action. Stroud down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nolan Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
On the quick, right?
Stroud. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this time will be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Stroud working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Out left to Dotson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Second and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2J. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
It's caught. Smith. 2 yards yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Saquon Barkley running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
3rd and 4.
King.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 227 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
At the 22-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 22 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he fires one incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Sidney Brown on the coverage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stroud. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Zach Bourne from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
All right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Great, set.
A handoff to Barkley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Seahawks 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Ow, what's that?
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Seahawks 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A give for Walker running right.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Running left, it's Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
All right. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Already. 118. What's that?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.